Hello, fans. I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at the Arctic F12 Pro PWM PST, which is not easy to find anymore. I mean, it's still out there. It's just not on the Arctic website for some reason. So there's the box. All right, let's try to get that like that. Okay, this is a little bit odd. I've never actually seen this before on a fan. But because of PWM PST, not only is it a 4-pin connector here, but this one is a genuine 4-pin connector too. So the PST can actually work. So if you are buying a hub from Arctic and you have fans that are not PST, maybe I should say that in the reverse. If you buy a hub that is not Arctic and you use fans with PST on it, then those fans will not behave like they would with an Arctic fan hub with PST. They will behave like a daisy chain series of PWM fans. And this one is interesting. I mean, look at this. Not only is there the PWM, but there's this for a specific header. So what you're supposed to do is this gets hooked up to the motherboard. And I'm guessing this is from the time of older motherboards where they couldn't do things quite as well. And then this one would be connected to another header just to get the fan speed, the tachometer signal. So it's yeah. Maybe that's why they don't make this one anymore. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably quite safely remove this thing and not have any worries about it because it's totally redundant with modern PWM motherboards because you've got these. But let's take a look at this. Now, I want you to take a look at the fan blades as far as which direction they're facing. Typically, fan blades face the concave side faces the grill, but with these, it is the convex side that is facing the grill. So, in other words, this is technically what's usually sold as a reverse fan. So they had this reverse fan before. Reverse fans were a big thing, I guess. And in order to mount this, you have to separate these two different parts. So there's this rubber piece you can see here. And so you have to pull them all apart. And then you're going to mount this frame with the screws that it comes with, just standard fan bolts, I mean. And once you've got it mounted, then you're going to reattach the rubber, which I don't think is actually an easy thing to do. I'm not really, but you know, it is an easy thing, but it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of unusual. If you take a look, that's what it looks like. I mean, so I guess the nice thing about this that we can say is that this is going to reduce vibrations since the part that connects to your case is isolated by the rubber that is attached to that piece on all four corners. So that's interesting. Now, let's go ahead and see how it runs. And I'm also going to plug it into my other fan controller to check out the RPM readout from the second little wire thing there. So give me a sec here. Okay, so I've got it running, and the maximum RPMs of this is supposed to be 1500. It's running at around 1300, 1320 right now. So I guess I'll just let it sit for a minute and see if that helps any. But yeah, it's not promising when it can't run up to the speed that it should be at. I mean, I know there's the variance of plus or minus 10% maybe, but it doesn't actually say that in the documentation. So I don't know if there is a variance that has been stated by Arctic. I didn't see it on the source where I got these specs from. So since it's not there and it's not on the documentation of the box, yeah. But 10% of a 1500 is 150, so it should get up to 1350 at least. So this one appears to be defective because it's not even meeting that 10%, unless they put it at 15%. I don't know. Kind of disappointing, but hey, whatever. So I'm going to try not to snag myself on this thing again, because I accidentally cut my finger when I caught the tip of the blade. Another thing I've noticed is that the frame is flimsy. If I put my fingers and accidentally squeeze in the middle, the blades hit it. So yeah, it's fine for a case, but holding it in my hand, I have to be really careful so I don't hurt myself or break it. All right, so I've got it about as slow as it can go, and I'm hearing some constant rubbing from the bearings. So let's go ahead and listen to this. Well, it's silent, but the fact that the bearings are rubbing like that is kind of concerning, and maybe that's why it's not getting close to 1500 RPMs. Which is another reason why they may have pulled it from the market, or at least from their stock. So as far as static pressure is concerned, it is, let's see, it's coning a little bit, but not very much. And I would say that it's about a 1 millimeter of water. So yeah, it's good for a case, good for a downdraft air cooler, not good for a water cooler. I mean, you could put it on like a tower, but the tower shouldn't be very very dense as far as the fins are concerned, because yeah, you want to just keep it away from the really dense ones. But other than that, it should be okay. Not amazing, but okay. There are definitely better options than this one. So let's go ahead and look at the specs. Righto, the Arctic F12 Pro PWM PST, which is a reverse Uno. Sorry, I couldn't resist. $6. I mean, it's not worth it given what you can get with the P12 and the P12 Max, or even just the regular F12. I think is better than this one. We'll see in a minute, because it's gonna be my next one. And certified CE, EMC, ROHS. EMC is folded into the RCM certification from Australia, so it's less and less likely that you're going to see EMC certifications. Made in China, 120 by 38.5, which, obviously a good portion of that is because of the frame and because of the grill. And let's see what else. So it's got a 2-year warranty, 150 grams of weight, 7 blades, 105 millimeters between the mounting holes, 400 to 1500 RPMs, 57 CFMs of airflow, which is 96.8 CMHs, and it's approximately 1 millimeter of static pressure, 24.4 decibels, 31 centimeter long cable, and it is both daisy chainable and sleeved, so that's a little bit of a plus for us, right? And I think I put the no down there because at that point I hadn't figured out what that extra one was for the the tachometer. It's a PWM PST connector plus a 3-pin 1-wire connector for the tach. Fluid dynamic bearings, 12 volts, 1.8 watts, 0.15 amps. No indicators of direction of rotation and flow, but it turns in a clockwise direction despite being reversed. It does come with a grill and 4 fan bolts. And actually, I guess I can say that it has whole cushions. I mean, it does in a sense. So I think that's a fair way of categorizing that 2-piece frame design that they've incorporated into this fan, which is novel. Definitely novel. Thank you for watching this video. Also, thank you to Lawrence Abrams at bleepingcomputer.com for allowing me to use his forum to promote my videos, and thus I promote his website, which is a great website with lots of resources for tech people and for people who have computers, be it if you need help with hardware or software or even with malware. They have lots of resources. They have also got lots of news on their website about the tech world. If you would be interested in me presenting some of that news here on this channel, would you please let me know? I already have permission from Lawrence Abrams to do that. I'm just not sure if that would be something of interest to people, so I haven't done it yet. But yeah, so please like, subscribe, share. Let people know about my channel if you think it's worth it. If you don't think it's worth it and you want to give me feedback, please do so constructively in a video or in the community tab. If you can't be constructive and civil and logical about it, then you probably should just be quiet, because I have a low tolerance for people who like to troll, which is to say, if you're going to be a jerk, I will not put up with it. So thank you very much again. I hope you have a wonderful day.